Tiger Anime, episode 007. Hello, this is Arash, and Jay is still on vacation over in Japan, and here I am alone doing the show. Or am I?
Oh!
That is... Yeah, that's right, guys and gay girls. We had that as a female voice you are hearing. I'd like to introduce our good friend, mine and Jay's good friend, Khalessi.
Yay,
Say hi.
It's me, Khalessi.
Yay. You're Khalessi. Introduce yourself. How do you know us and all that fun jive stuff?
Alright, I'm Khalessi. I'm gay as fuck. And
she's a real gamer girl, by the way.
I'm a real gamer girl. And I met Arash and Jay and Buddy on the stupid MMO Final Fantasy 14, where I've spent 2,000 hours doing jack shit. So,
yeah.
You know, typical. And we also meme and sin and Overwatch and, you know, typical anime video game person shit.
Yeah. So speaking of anime, obviously you wouldn't be on our show if you weren't a fan of anime, is that correct? Are you a fan of anime, Khalessi?
No, I ain't no weeb. Anyway, yes, I like the animes. Animes are pretty cool.
What's your history with anime? How'd you get into it?
Of course, I'm gonna be that person, be like, I watched Pokemon when I was like 3, and like that. And I mean, I got super into Pokemon, so I watched a shit ton of Pokemon, then Yu-Gi-Oh. But you know what? Those are so like standard like kid cartoons at this point that I don't even really consider them like anime. But then after that, I went into Card Capture Sakura. And then...
Is that what started your gay streak?
It is, actually. Tomoyo and Sakura being gay as fuck totally started it. And then, what was some other stuff? Inuyasha. I stayed up late past my bedtime to watch Inuyasha.
Oh.
And Yu Yu Hakusho and Rurouni Kenshin. Now, if you asked me any questions about Yu Yu Hakusho or Rurouni Kenshin, I could not answer them because I don't remember fucking anything about them. I just know I stayed up late to watch them. That's like,
well, that's okay because I've never seen either of them.
They're
growing up.
From what I remember, they're really good. I'm probably gonna sit down and rewatch them someday. But
well, maybe if you do that, we'll have to bring you back on the show then.
Yeah. For that old animes.
Old anime thing. So, yep. Today is a special day because we have a guest host, because Lord knows I can't do this on my own, because I am a sad piece of shit, and I can't do things alone. I get very lonely. We were supposed to have another guest, which is my wife, Mrs. Arash, but unfortunately she got super sick.
Oh no, my wife!
I know, she got super sick, and she can't talk, and she was supposed to do a collab review with Khalessi, yes, so we are sad about that, but we will eventually have her on the show, because I know I talk about her a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, do you know? Because I don't even know if you listen to my show.
I do, I just, not for the past couple weeks because I've been busy, but I listened like the first 3 or 4.
Yeah, we've gotten better. Those ones are terrible.
Lots of talking about, like, irrelevant things like horror games and movies, and I was just like, Rash, no.
Yeah, those ones are bad. I mean, we still talk about irrelevant stuff, but not as much.
It happens. It's just happens. How it works out sometimes.
Yeah,
unless you're completely scripted, which is boring to listen to.
Yeah. But we do always have a docket, though, which always is helpful, so we'll go straight off into our docket and going off into our past weeks. And then since you're a lady, we might as well go ladies first. And how was your past week, Khalessi?
Oh man, let's see if I can remember most of my weeks. I work, but not like every day because I'm retail and I'm in the middle of finding another job. But so I worked because last week was Mass Effect release, and luckily I did not have to work the Mass Effect release day because oh my god, I hate working release days on games that I'm not buying.
You work at GameStop, that's correct, right?
Yeah. I work at GameStop. So, like, working release days for games you're not buying is probably the worst because, like, everyone's like, oh, did you play it? And I was like, dude, it's 10 a.m. No, I haven't played it yet. And plus, I don't really want to. Like, I mean, Mass Effect's okay. I've downloaded it and I've been trying it out, but, like, I'm not interested as much. And, now, when I work Persona 5's opening, hell yeah, I'm gonna be excited. But anyway.
Oh, jeez, it's gonna suck for you. You're gonna, like, try and want to play that immediately.
Oh, I work the Tuesday it comes out, then I have, like, all week until Saturday off to binge it, so, like, it's gonna be great. But,
oh boy.
I hate working Wednesdays, which I did because I have to be there at 8 a.m. to do price changes, and I just get them done in 20 minutes, and then I'm bored, so I usually take a nap. And then, I worked Wednesday and Thursday, and then Friday, I just hung out with y'all online, and then Saturday, I went and saw the Power Rangers movie.
Oh, jeez.
I never watched Power Rangers as a kid. I know, I'm ashamed. But,
I didn't either. I wasn't allowed to.
Yeah, exactly. Me too. It was too violent. But, the movie, I went and saw it with, my fiance Robert and his mom. And, we went and saw it in theaters. And, for someone who doesn't know anything about Power Rangers, I really honestly give it a solid 8 out of 10. It was a very entertaining movie. The action wasn't... Like, because I don't really like action movies. Like, I'm getting really bored of a lot of the Marvel DC movies because I just don't really care about a lot of the action sequences, and that's, like, the entire movie. I want a little bit more dialogue and content and stuff like that. So, the action was kept to the last, like, the main action was probably, like, the last 20 minutes, which is a good portion for me. Like, 20 minutes is doable. But the story was really entertaining. All the characters were really cool. Trini and Kim are definitely super gay. Oh my god. And then it was really... Now, the only thing I know about Power Rangers is, like, the original song, which they did play in the movie. Like, no remix. It was the original song, which was awesome.
They played the original song?
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch this now.
It was so good. But yeah, like, as a non-Power Rangers fan, I thought it was a great movie. So, if you like, you know, like, action movies and, like, kind of a coming of age and, like, teenage kids becoming friends and stuff, it's a good movie. Lots of good music, lots of good actors and actresses and voices. So, we went and saw that. Robert, of course, gave it a 10 out of 10 because he's a Power Rangers nut. And then we went to eat at Olive Garden with the rest of the family and had a really good time. And then I came home, played some more games, played some Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is another 10 out of 10 kind of game. It's phenomenal. And then Sunday I went hiking and I'm still sore.
And now you're here on my terrible show.
I'm here.
You're here, and we're so happy to have you.
Yay!
Well, I am, because I'm the only one here. But,
oh, Jay will be happy. He'll listen back and he'll be like, I'm so happy.
After we get like a million new viewers, because we now have a girl.
Hello, ladies. How you doing?
She likes long walks on the beach, ladies.
And punching dumb boys in the face.
Yeah.
I ain't scared.
Alright, so I guess we'll go on then to my week. And I guess, you know, you don't know much about what I do outside, unless you pay attention to shows. But on Tuesdays, I play card games. That's my normal stuff. I play card games like a huge dumb nerd.
Yeah, I heard about that from Wife.
Yep.
Which we share Wife, by the way.
Yes. We share a wife. As I like to say, I know Aurora is having an affair with Khalessi, but it's okay because we all know who the better lover is.
It's me.
Khalessi. It's Khalessi.
Anyway.
But play the usual video games, and then I play a tabletop RPG on Saturdays. And speaking of which, I finally got all the books I need for our game that we're going to start. So I'm going to be learning all that and setting our group that we want to start on a great D&D adventure soon. Yay!
Yeah, we'll definitely have to stream/record that, and that'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, maybe I'll have to make a separate podcast for that, but who knows about that?
I feel like the podcast would go on for so long, it'd probably be really hard for like people to watch. It'd probably be easier just to stream it. Or, I mean, listen to.
Well, you'd be surprised, because actually I've been listening to a lot of D&D podcasts. I've been going on for hundreds of episodes.
Really?
And they're still entertaining. Yeah, those things are popular nowadays.
I mean, I guess you could just get, like, the audio and stream it at the same time.
Yeah. The audio's easy. So, yeah, I already bought a little 2 campaign books to read through and whatnot. And then we'll have to decide whether we're going to do that Final Fantasy XIV homebrew thing, or just make our own D&D characters, whatever.
Whichever we decide to go with.
Whichever we decide to go with, both of which will be fun, I think, though.
Yeah, I just think because everyone we want to do it with plays Final Fantasy, so it just might be a little bit more familiar. As far as, like, skills go and, like, just general lore, it might be a little easier and familiar before we start going on to, like, a completely made-up everything.
Although it will be fun to see I can see somebody playing some kind of hot, promiscuous elf. Khalessi! Just try and sleep with everybody.
That's me.
Yep. So that's pretty much my week. Oh, and I had a dentist appointment today.
Oh,
and I have a cavity.
Oh my god, Arash.
I have a cavity, and I have to go get that fixed next week, so that's going to be fun.
Does it hurt? I haven't had a cavity in years. I don't remember.
No, I didn't even know I had a cavity. That's the weird part.
Well, I mean...
It probably just started showing up, and I just got to the point where it just doesn't hurt, but is enough that they need to work on it. Who knows?
Yeah, because you don't want it to get bigger. I think cavities get bigger, right? I don't know. I don't know much about dental stuff.
I don't know either. I dropped out of school.
I just get told I have nice teeth every time I go, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Bitch, I
know. So going on in our past week, have you been watching any anime recently, Khalessi?
I am following the trend. I've been watching Dragon Maid every Wednesday.
I have so far behind on that.
Really? Well, since it comes out, like, midnight-ish in Japan, it's actually released on Crunchyroll, like, by about 12:31 p.m., and that's usually when I go on break at my job when I work on Wednesdays. So I'll go on my break and eat my food, and I'll actually watch the new episode of Dragon Maid while I'm on my break, and so that kind of gets me through the day rather than, like, waiting till I get home and I'm already tired and I'm barely able to pay attention, so I end up watching it at work. I haven't...
Is it still doing good? Because I'm, like, behind by, like, 2 weeks.
I think it's doing really good. I can definitely tell that they're trying to, like... I feel like they're stuck in a loop where they feel like they need to... I mean, of course, everything's already animated and done, but it's like, obviously, these things are so episodic. Like, there's a very, very small overarching plot besides just shenanigans with all the dragon maids. Or, well, they're not all maids, but all the dragon girls. And, so I feel like there needs to be some sort of bigger plot point coming up soon because, like, yeah, the episodes are cute and I like watching them, but it's getting harder
it's
and
starting
harder.
To taper off.
Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to watch because, like, yeah, they're cute episodic stuff, but, like, I need more than that. I need something going on across...
Well, it's on, like, episode 10, if I remember right, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's 13 or how many episodes the season's gonna have.
Yeah, because that's the thing I'm wondering about is that what else... If it is going to be about, like, say, like, 13 episodes is, like, the majority right now.
Right.
Honestly... what else can they do right now? Because they introduced a lot of nice stuff. They had a lot of nice subplots and whatnot with introducing characters and little problems here and there with being a mommy to baby dragons and all that kind of fun stuff.
And I understand them having to introduce characters because there are a lot. There's what 1, 2,
5 dragons,
5 dragons at least, and then Kobayashi,
dragons, yep.
And then all the other like little side characters like Saikawa. So like it's. I understand they had a lot to work with a limited number of episodes, but I can definitely... I really hope that it, 1, gets a second season, which it should. It's doing so well right now. And 2, the second season really introduces a plot, because apparently the manga does have a very serious plot, like an overarching plot. But of course, the manga's been
Ooh.
going on for, a little while longer than a couple weeks for the anime. So hopefully we start to see that when we get season 2, which again, I really think we're going to get one. So.
Oh yeah, this is the number 1 anime right out there.
Yeah, again, it's really cute. I would definitely suggest everyone watching it because it's hilarious. It's got lots of different kinds of characters. Of course, if you're into the fan servicey thing, there is a huge fan service character.
Which is funny because I don't know if you follow the animation company Kyoto Animation at all.
I watch a lot of their stuff, but I don't really follow like their business or like their updates.
But,
so like I really like their
anime shows ago, 2 anime shows ago, they had a kind of a similar character, but they just did her so bad that it was just so boring. And everyone hated this big fan service character.
Which
and then we
show?
have Kobayashi made, what was it called? Phantom Work something. It was...
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then we have this, which pretty much has a big fan service show. And it's done so much better. It just goes to show that you can have 2 of the same kind of characters, but if it's done the right way, they can either become the best or the worst characters ever.
Yeah, exactly. Because I love Lukoa. Like, I really love her. I love all the characters, but like, there's definitely moments where I'm like, she is easily the MILF-coded fan service character, which is, again, fine. It's just like that's all she kind of is. But she's done so much better because she's funnier, she's a little bit more interesting. We still don't know her backstory compared to some of the other characters, so we don't really understand why she is the way she is yet. So I really hope that that's something that gets talked about or whatever before the end of the season.
I'm gonna have to pick up the manga because I know the manga is finally coming out, so I think they're on volume 2 over here.
Oh, really? I didn't know that it was coming. Like, I know, of course, that it's online, but I didn't know if it was getting printed over here.
Yep, it's already printed. I've seen it at the stores, and I think I just saw an ad from an anime wholesaler that Volume 3 is now out.
Oh, that's cool. So, yeah. I mean, I would buy more manga if it wasn't like $10 to $12 a book, and it didn't take up so much room. Because I read them in like an hour, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's really hard to justify $10 to get this book I read in an hour. It's the same thing with me in comic books. Like, I like reading comic books to an extent, but I hate buying them because I read them in a couple minutes, and I just I can't justify $4 a comic when I'm reading them so quickly. But I also have, I canceled it a couple months ago because I just stopped reading them because I got so busy, but I had a subscription to the Marvel Unlimited comics, and it's an app, and you can go on your phone or your computer, and you just read any comic. Like, it's $10 a month, and you can read any single Marvel comic online, so that's really cool, and I appreciated that. But, like, yeah, manga is harder for me to get my hands on because I feel bad reading it for free, but, like, online, but at the same time, I really can't afford or have the space for physical books.
Yeah. Well, maybe you're just gonna have to just do it just for Dragon Maid.
Maybe just for Dragon Maid. I'll just
for Dragon Maid.
Suck it up and collect them anyway because I love them.
Yeah.
But another show I've been trying to, like, because I'm way behind on this one, I've been trying to catch up on is the Hibike or Hibike Euphonium, or as it's known in English, Sound Euphonium.
Are you watching season 1 or season 2?
I'm on season 2. I finished season 1 last year, and then season 2 aired right after I finished season 1, but I had a hard time keeping up with anime because I was still in school. So now that I'm out of school, I can, like, sit and binge, kind of, and I started watching season 2, and I'm at, like, episode 10 out of 12, so I'm, like, almost at the end. And that one, as I know, Hibike, I refer to it lovingly as Hibike because everyone is super gay, as always.
God, yes.
And it's a KyoAni, so animation is beautiful and well done, and I love, and the sound is so beautiful. Like, all the music is beautiful. That one
episode where it was literally just an entire song for 12 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the greatest.
And season 2 is really good. There's moments where it's just really heartbreaking and it's hard for me to watch it, but I still push through because I'm like, I gotta finish it. I gotta watch the Hibikes. But I haven't finished.
It's funny because I haven't finished that one actually because I've been having trouble watching it because I found that season 1 was a lot more stronger than season 2. I felt more connected to the characters in season 1 than I did in season 2, which is weird.
Season
for me,
1 had a little bit more conflict because they were trying to get to that end concert. So there's a lot more growth and conflict between all the characters. And season 2 is now like kind of backtracking, or it's going more into their personality because there's not as big of a conflict. Like, yeah, there is still one of them trying to go to, was it nationals or something? Mm-hmm. But like they're already there skill-wise pretty much. Like, they're going to the workshops and stuff, but skill-wise, they're almost there. But now they need to come together and, like, work together and, like, figure out their personality so they can bring more passion to the music. Because being, I'm a musician. I've played music my whole life, and I was in my chamber orchestra in high school. And, yeah, we were technically amazing. Like, we won awards and stuff, but we really couldn't sound passionate and strong until we had like a getaway where we all got to know each other, and the more we got to know each other, the better we worked. And I guess that's what I'm seeing in this season, is like something that I went through where I had to get to know my fellow musicians so that we could produce better music. And watching this happen and like seeing them be pushed to their limit emotionally and stuff is really hitting home for me, rather than like, oh, we have to work harder on our technical skills so we can make it to the concert, because their technical skills are there and now they just got to get to know each other. So I guess maybe that's why season 2 is a little weaker for you compared to season 1.
Maybe I'll have to rewatch it thinking that, because I know I'm being a musician or former musician myself too, concert band, bassoon and alto saxophone, yay. I should probably rewatch it with that mindset that I went through at the same time. I think that's probably why, because I think I went in with a little bit more higher expectations from season 1, and I just need to put myself in that mindset that when I was in band, and I'll probably enjoy season 2 a lot more.
Yeah, that was the thing, is like, because I had so much time in between watching season 1 and season 2 that when I went to season 2, I try to like forget, and not like what happened, but how I felt watching season 1, because I what I've noticed with a lot of anime I've been watching recently, season 1 and season 2 are keeping, of course, plot points and characters and stuff like that the same, but their feelings are changing between the two seasons. So like, you can't, for me, I've become to notice that you can't go into the next season with the same expectations or feelings as the previous one, because it's going to be different. So like, another example, which is one I haven't watched in a while, is Noragami. Season 1 is like kind of bland, to be honest. Like, it's very singular plot point based. And so, like, the entire 12, 13 episode season is focused on just the final episode. It's getting to the final episode. There's not much else. And then season 2 goes way into more of all the different gods, and, like, their stories and all of this other stuff. And it was much more interesting to me than the first season. So I really like anime that really focuses on, like, inner relationship stuff, rather than, like, heavy plot point, like conflict-based plot points, because like, yeah, those are fine for smaller arcs, but when the entire season is one arc, like just the whole point of the season is getting to the last episode, then it's just I just feel like I might as well just watch the last episode. Like, why am I bother watching everything leading up to it? Like, it's just it gets a little boring. So I felt like Noragami, everyone should watch it. It's really good. I think it's on Crunchyroll now. It didn't used to be. It used to be on Netflix and Hulu. I don't know if it's still there, but you really got to push through season 1 so that season 2 is so much better and makes more sense.
All right, so from here on, seems like you're very informative on anime, which makes me very happy. Makes me happy with the way things are going with the show. I'm going to probably have to have more guests on, because I'm really enjoying, especially you're going to have to bring you back eventually for a special or something. But
wink, wink. Vote now on your phones, and then everyone voted so hard that the palace exploded into fire.
Yep, I vote so hard on your phones. I just spam our emails, I guess. Which,
or the
please
Twitter.
Send us emails, and our Twitter, which is completely empty. Both of them.
Oh, I'll
our emails are.
I'll go follow and spam it. And I'm just
There
gonna
we go.
post "You guys are gay" over and over again. And then when my episode comes out, I'm gonna be like, "I'm super gay," and then I'm gonna go back to "You guys are so gay."
That's fair. So here on out, we're gonna go into our reviews, and this is gonna be our first non-main host review. We're gonna start off with Khalessi once again because she has the lady parts. So
the vagina and the heart.
Yep. So what are you gonna teach and what anime are you gonna enlighten us with?
Oh,
Khalessi?
hell yeah, here we go. So I was gonna do this with Arara, but she is sick, and I feel very sad, but I am going to review one of my favorite animes, because, as I'll just tell you later, but the anime is called Uta no Prince Sama, which means the Princes of Song. It's affectionately known as, amongst the community, as just Utapri, which is shorter and easier. So Utapri is in its 4th season, with the 5th season coming this fall. It's viewable on Crunchyroll, so if you guys want to check it out after this amazing review, which I know you will, it's all on Crunchyroll, all 4 seasons. But the show starts around a girl named Haruka Nanami, who wants to go to this idol academy. Now, the idol academy is called Saotome Academy, and it's an idol academy where people who want to be idols and people who want to be their composers go to school, work together, and hope to make their debut or get a career just in any music in general. And so Haruka is actually a piano player, and she wants to go and compose music like the music that her favorite idol Hayato makes. And but she was taught by her grandmother. She never learned how to read sheet music. She's never composed her own song before, so she is in for a trip her first couple days. So the thing about it is the entire show doesn't center around Haruka, but everyone is connected to her. So she's kind of like this center point for all the other characters, because she composes music for all of these characters, whether as groups or as individuals or duets or whatever the challenge, quote unquote, may be for that season. By the 4th season, there's 3 groups, but the first group, which is the main group, which is what the show really focuses around, is the group called Starish. Now, Starish composes of 7 boys. My favorite is Ichinose Tokia. He is emo and cute, and I love him. And
like you?
Yes, exactly. Super gay. I love him. In fact, Jay actually got me a little tag from Akihabara of Tokia, and I'm so excited. I'm going to put on my luggage when I get there, and I'm going to be super gay because I love Tokia so much. So if you guys want to send me Tokias at my social media handles, which I'll give later, then send me all the Tokias. I love him so much. And I love his voice actor, because his voice actor is actually a pop star in Japan, and he's so super cute. His name is Miyano Mamoru, and he is so precious. And so, again, this show centers around these boys. The first season, I mean, they're idols, so a lot of course, everything has to deal with them writing a song by the end of the episode. So it's really important that the whole episode centers around them writing a song by the end for the first season, and the second season it goes to writing songs for the concert for the whole group. So one of the big things is that the main conflict is never going to be something really extreme. It's always going to be something done with a concert. So, like, the first season is just trying to get their debut. Second season is performing a concert when they meet another group called Quartet Night, who ends up becoming their senpai, essentially. So, like, 2 Starish members go to a Quartet Night member, and they teach them what they know about the industry, because they're already debuted. They're one of the biggest groups in all of Japan in the show at the time. So they teach them all they know, and it's really just cute watching them, like, grow more, like, to watch stars grow more as idols and as performers and stuff like that. And it's a really just, for the most part, a lighthearted show. There's a lot of humor. There's a lot of of course, like, the power of friendship, quote unquote. Now, it's pretty much explicit that just pretty much any guy from any of the 3 idol groups from the entire series, everyone's in love with Haruka. I don't really know why. I guess it's just because she performs music. She composes such good music, but they're all in love with her, and it's really boring. It's like just a boring plot point that they're all so in love with her because they're not allowed to have romance, so like they can't do anything about it. But they're all like, Haruka, you're so amazing, and I love you, and please write more music for us. And she's just like, okay. Like, she's completely oblivious to it, and she doesn't care. And anytime someone's, like, super explicit, like, I want to kiss you, she's like, I'd rather not, and just, like, walks away. So, she's, and, like, she kind of has a boring personality, and she's not really the center of the episode. She's usually, like, in the background just doing whatever, or she'll, like, make appearances. It really focuses a lot on the boys. So, if you like good anywhere from J-rock to J-pop to just really good music, good voice actors, good singers, all of that. This is definitely the show for you. So if you like stuff like Love Live, of course it's not girls, but it's along the same lines. And they're actually, the creators of the Love Live phone game, K-Lab, are actually making an Utapri phone game called Utapri Shining Live. So it's going to be coming out in Japan. I think in the next couple months. They just showed off a demo at Tokyo Game Show, and I think that's what the convention was. It's only going to be on the Japanese store first. Hopefully K-Lab will localize it, but if you have a Japanese account, that's really easily doable. So, of course, I have one, and I'm going to be getting it as soon as I can and roll as many times to get Tokyo.
And then we'll never see you again.
You probably won't see me for a little while, because I'll be, like, rolling like mad to get Tokyo. Yeah, if you like idol shows and you like really good music and stuff like that, this is a really, really good show for you. And of course, all of the power of friendship bullshit and just cute boys being cute boys.
Yay!
Yay! I don't want to say too much because, I mean, there's not like many plot points I can spoil because, of course, they're the protagonists, so they'll always win at some point. But it really focuses a lot on them growing as artists and performers. So that's just really nice to watch them constantly improve every season.
Oh. Well, that sounds very interesting. And me being a big fan of idol animes, I've watched quite a bit in my time. I might have to check this one out. Yeah.
I'd suggest. I know you had issues, like, getting it to load up, but it's...
Yeah, I don't know why.
It happens to me, like, on Crunchyroll sometimes when every time I try to watch the new season, it just freaks out and, like, won't load the episode sometimes, so I don't know. It's just something I've encountered a couple times on Crunchyroll.
Alright, so where can you find this, and what kind of score will you give this?
You can find this at Crunchyroll. I'm sure I haven't seen it on, Hulu or Netflix or anything like that. You will have to have a subscription to Crunchyroll. Of course, I will never suggest you finding this for free or illegally.
We'll never
endorse that.
Never endorse that. All get all the legals.
Seriously, Crunchyroll's only like $6 a month. It's totally worth it.
Seriously,
if you're listening to this, then you should have a Crunchyroll subscription.
Exactly.
Of course, I do think that
if you don't, get one and get good.
Yeah, I do think that since Crunchyroll owns Funimation now, that my Crunchyroll account should count for Funimation. But I digress. Yeah. Of course, again, like I said, this is one of my favorites, so I will rate this a cool out of yes.
For those of you listening, I've been listening to this for a while, I made the mistake of Khalessi saying, do whatever kind of score you want. I gave her a suggestion of what we usually do, and I told her, you don't have to do it, just do what you want, and now I regret it.
Yes, I told you would. So again, that score is a cool out of yes.
A cool out of yes. Thank you so much, Khalessi.
That is what I do. I'm here for sin, memes, and idol
Dink
boys.
Memes and all that. And idol boys. And gays.
And
stuff.
Gay as fuck.
Yep. Alright, so from there on, I will be giving my review, and I will be doing the popular Japan Academy Prize Best Animated Film winner, Summer Wars. Don't know have you heard of this movie?
No. I feel like I've heard of it, but I haven't seen like anything about it. Like I haven't seen like any like visuals or anything, but I feel like I've heard of the name Summer Wars.
It's won Best Animated Film at the Japan Academy Prize. It's won a bunch of film festival awards. But anyways, the story starts off, I want to say, future-ish. It's like modern day future. But in the future, everything is controlled by one online program called Oz. Oz is basically a central hub where where everything can be controlled. Banks, stores, emergency systems, businesses, stocks. The government uses it. Everything in the world is connected to this central hub called Oz, and everyone has their own little tiny avatar things. Like, some people have a cool little fox girl. One guy is literally a squirrel, and you make them, and you can go off and manage your business, do all kinds of other stuff, buy clothes for your avatar, and play games, and all that fun stuff. So here we meet our main character named Kenji, who is working part-time as a system administrator. While working, he gets asked by a classmate named Natsuki if he would like a different part-time job going with her into the country. So, of course, being a high school guy, and a cute girl comes and asks you want a part-time job that just involves you going out into the country with me, what do you think he's gonna say?
Hell yeah, girl, let me get in there.
Hell yeah, girl. And turns out that the part-time job is to pose as her boyfriend, and further on, actually as her fiancé, just to pretend to be her fiancé. Because the reason they're going out to the country is because it's her grandmother's 90th birthday, and she, unfortunately, being old age, is bedridden a lot, and she didn't want her grandmother to die without, meeting her a boyfriend or a fiancé of some kind. Because I don't know why.
Just grandmas.
Yeah, because grandmas, yeah. So during his stay, he receives a mysterious email from an unknown sender that's just 2,056 numbers. Just a text of that many numbers on there.
Holy poop.
And yeah, so Kenji is a math wizard. He was going to go to a national tournament for math because he's a huge nerd, but he lost. And he figures out that all these numbers is a math problem. And he figures it out and sends the answer, replies with an answer. Unfortunately, though, the next day, he learns that Oz was hacked and was completely vandalized and is being put into chaos, and that he is the main suspect for hacking into Oz. He tries to log into his account and can't log in, and learns that someone is using his avatar to do all this stuff, unfortunately. And what turns out is that the message that was sent to him was the main security code for Oz. And because he solved it, he unfortunately gave away the access to the whole system, basically.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being a fucking nerd.
Yeah, that's again. Don't go to school, kids, but do.
Be good, go to school. Anyway.
Be good, go to... Anyway. So, as the film goes on, the person using his account, his avatar literally starts devouring other people's accounts. Like, he grabs someone else's avatar and eats it. And in doing so, he's able to get all their information and all their access. So, like, he'll grab some guy's avatar, let's say it's yours, Khalessi, and he eats it. Well, now he has access to your Facebook, your bank accounts, your Final Fantasy account, everything.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because, the future is so smart that let's put everything into one giant thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That if it gets hacked, then oh well. Eventually, he starts getting control of all the stoplights, the emergency systems, sending out ambulances to fake calls and all now, bringing up the water pressure, and so now there's water everywhere, and eventually gaining government access to the nuclear launch system.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So it's up to Kenji and Natsuki and their family, since they're really the only ones that know what's really going on, to try and stop this guy before it literally leads to the world's destruction.
And is this just the entire world or only located in Japan?
The entire... Well, it takes place in Japan, but,
Oz is connected the whole world?
all is connected to the whole world, basically.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was localized to just Japan or if this was like a worldwide system.
The whole worldwide is connected to Oz, which
okay.
sounds super smart, I know.
Yeah, let's just connect every single world power together on one network.
To one thing that, we'll put all the government stuff into the same thing where someone can literally buy clothes for their little dumb avatar.
Wonderful.
So the story is... have you ever seen Digimon the movie?
No, I was one of those kids that thought Digimon was dumb because Pokemon's better. I'm sorry, I was one of those people.
That's fine, because the funny part is that if you've seen Digimon the movie, you've actually already have seen Summer Wars. It is honestly pretty much the same story.
So...
Digimon the movie follows basically the same thing, which is something starts to take control of everything on the interwebs and whatnot. And it's basically... Summer Wars is basically... I would kind of call it a Digimon the movie, but not Digimon.
So just the movie.
The movie, yep.
Just the movie.
The story is kind of predictable. A lot of stuff, you can kind of predict what's happening, but it's still a fun ride to go along with it. The art is really nice. It isn't Studio Ghibli, but it's still nice to look at. Everything moves very slowly. In fact, the visionary director behind this did the very popular movie The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which I have never seen and still need to, because that's like one of those, if you're an anime fan, you've had to at least watch this movie kind of thing.
We should watch it one night, like just everybody watch it together. We'll stream it.
I've been wanting to watch it, yeah. One thing I want to point out, though, is personally, the voice actors. With most movies, a lot of voice actors put in a lot of emotion into the roles. A lot, they put out the anime voice. I don't know how to really describe it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's just over dramatic.
It's over dramatic and whatnot, but this doesn't really seem to be on par with most high production anime and films when it comes to voice acting. But it kind of fits, and it makes the characters seem more real. Like the lack of emphasis of the quality of voice acting, it makes it seem like these are actual people.
So
this is
just like the actual recording quality is good, right? Like it's not like
the actual recording quality is just the way they present the voices and whatnot.
Right, but like the actual audio quality is like really good. So like it's not like listening to 1970s Dragon Ball audio recording today. Like it's good quality. It's just the actual delivery.
Way they project the actual delivery, and yes, that's the word I'm looking for. The actual delivery isn't that great, but it fits. It makes everyone seem like very realistic, and in fact, it adds more to the film than I would think that would hurt it. Like when I first watched this movie and I heard them talk, I was like, ooh, these deliveries aren't that great, and I got a little worried the first time I watched this film, but as it went on, I started getting more into it, and it just made me super, super excited.
Right, that makes sense, because like people don't talk like that in real life. Like you won't hear people in Japan talking like that, because that's just, it's anime. It's not realistic. But like, so hearing something where it's a little bit more realistic and
down to earth.
Maybe that's why people don't like dubs as much, is because in English, like when we just in English in general, cartoons, movies, whatever, we don't really exaggerate delivery as much, because we want it to be more realistic. Like we want it to sound like real people doing stuff. So a lot of people tend to find that dubs fall short because the delivery seems bland or not as exciting. But you got to think like that's just how we are in English. Like we don't. Even in our cartoons, the voice acting is not over dramatic. Like the animation may be, but the voice acting itself is pretty calm. Or you know what I mean? So maybe that's why people don't like dubs as much. Just like I thought.
That's kind of the reason why I don't. I've never watched this movie dubbed. I've always watched it in Japanese. So I would think that I can't give it any 2 cents of how the dub is for that. But I can tell you that the Japanese dub is. It is really nice, as I would like to say.
Nice.
Nice-u. Yes. So you can pick this film up through Funimation. It's a relatively older film. I can't remember exactly when this film came out, but I remember it was right when Funimation was starting to switch over from DVDs to Blu-rays, even though Blu-rays have been out for God knows how long.
So what do you think, like mid-2000s?
Mid-2000s, I'd want to say.
That's not that old. I mean, considering, like, people still watch...
Oh, 2009. That's when it came out. 2009 is when it came out.
Yeah, that's not that old,
Yeah, not that old, but it's a little bit older film, for us at least.
Yeah. People who watch anime daily or weekly, that's gonna be kind of old. 2009 is... Mm-hmm. That's a huge leap in technology and animation software, so...
Oh, yeah. It still holds up well, despite a couple years being old, so you can pick this up at Funimation. It's probably pretty cheap right now, considering it's a little bit older film. But I would give this film a 4 out of 5. The only reason is because this movie is 2 hours long. And I feel like it could have been cut down to maybe an hour and a half.
Right.
It feels a little long at some points. But overall, this is a top tier film. I like this movie quite a bit. And I always can rewatch this a lot.
Well, we should watch it when I'm out there and we're just hanging out.
And then you can say you watched the Digimon movie.
Yes. Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champion.
So those are our reviews. We have Utahao Prince, which is you can find on Crunchyroll, which is I don't even want to say what you gave it. I don't even want to say it. A cool out of yes. Yeah, it's a cool out of yes.
Just think of that as like a 4.5 out of 5 kind of thing.
Sure, we'll say 4.5.
The only 0.5 is that there's not enough music. Like, there's a lot of it, but I want more.
Yeah. And we have Summer Wars, which you can pick up from Funimation. I'm not sure if it's on their site. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. But Summer Wars is it streamable? 4 out of 5 as well.
Or do you have to buy it?
My guess is, since it's a little bit older, do not quote me on this, but my guess is probably have to buy it. My guess is probably with how old it is, would probably be under $20, maybe.
All right, so if it's streamable, version. Everybody yell at Arash.
Yeah, everyone just yell at me, call me a complete scrub,
angry emails and tweets
angry
and stuff.
Emails. Yep.
You asshole! So it's streamable. I just spent $20 on this DVD.
Well, then you spent $20 on goodness, so.
Sure, that's how they see it.
Alrighty, so there is our show. We apologize, it's a little bit shorter, but we had to cut out a few things in order to make this work. And with us having a brand new lovely guest, we didn't want to take up too much of her time.
You can't see it because this is an audio podcast, but I did a blep. If you don't know what a blep is, then do yourself a favor and look up blep.
That, and you're on the wrong kind of podcast to listen to, because we are heavy into our dank memes, so.
Oh, heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing, yep. So, anything you're looking forward to in the next upcoming weeks, Khalessi?
Of course, Dragon Maid next Wednesday at 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish on Crunchyroll. Be there, be square. And then Persona 5 on April 4th, so goodbye world when that happens. I mean, I'll probably be streaming it, though, since I do have the next couple of days off, so I'll probably bring my PS4 into my my workspace, and I'll probably be streaming that, because I will actually probably be playing it almost nonstop. Mm-hmm. So, if you want to watch me stream it, I do use Twitch, and it is twitch.tv/ I actually changed my name, so it's yeah, because I didn't want to have like my full name, as it was, so I changed my name, so it's now twitch.tv/ Isakyuu, so ISAKYUU.
We'll be putting that down in the description for everybody, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. But yeah, definitely. I'll be doing that next week. Probably starting not Tuesday night, because I will be kind of tired, and I do have to, of course, do my Final Fantasy stuff and play with y'all and all that for the nighttime. But probably starting either late Tuesday night if I can stay awake, or Wednesday morning or Wednesday early afternoon is when I'll be starting. And I'll probably do all day pretty much. So I'll have starting at like 12, going to like 8 p.m. kind of thing. Like just all day Persona 5 goodness. Of course, if you're worried about spoilers, I'd appreciate a follow and a shout out, but if you don't want to be spoiled, then I understand. You don't have to watch, but yeah, because I'll just be going through with like no. I'm pretty much gonna assume. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna assume if you're watching, then you don't care about spoilers, because I do not want to hear spoilers. Like, bro, I'm playing this game. It's not like YouTube where you.
Why
are
you watching someone watch? Why are you watching someone play the game if you haven't played it yet?
Yeah. So.
But still watch her.
Yeah. Watch me, because I have blue hair and I'm cool, and I make lots of meme jokes and stuff like that. Air horn. And. Then what else is going on the next couple weeks? I mean, the new patch for Final Fantasy is tomorrow, actually.
Yeah.
So
yes, it is.
I'm pretty excited to finish up the Heaven's Ward story. That's the end. It's gonna be a little sad, probably.
Before the new expansion.
Yeah, exactly. The new expansion coming out on June 20th. So if you guys have not tried out Final Fantasy 14, and you can, PS4 and PC, if your PC can run it, there is a 2-week free trial. If you want to give it a try and you want to make a character on the server Brynhilder in the Primal Data Center, that's where we're located.
That's where we are. Come play with us, cool kids.
Yeah, exactly. At least try out the trial. You can get to level 20 on any class.
I think
multiple
they
classes.
brought up to 30 now.
Did they? I don't know. I just know it's 2 weeks.
I think so.
So you, as much as you can play in 2 weeks, and if you like it, then we'll be happy to have you in our company and to play with us. But if not, no big deal. And then, yeah, just gonna be pushing through on that to get all my characters at least to 50, I think, for Stormblood. So I'm a little bit more prepared, because right now I have 7 level 60s, which is the max, but I have a couple I need to get to 50. So I'm trying to push through, and it's getting tough, especially the crafting. Oh my lord. Crafting is exhausting, but
always is.
Yeah, other than that, I'm getting my diva suit probably in the next couple days. I still got to get fitted because I want it to be tailored.
Yeah,
and then so that's my next couple weeks.
Yay! So for me, I've got mostly just reading up on all these Dungeons and Dragons books. I have 5 books to go through, basically.
Get good.
I'm gonna get good, so I can run y'all.
Roll 20.
Yeah, it's fairly simple enough. I'm basically the one that has to learn everything. You guys literally just have to move. I mean, you guys really don't even have to do much. I mean, I'm probably going to have you guys literally print out your character sheets and with all the skills written down somewhere, so you guys don't have to mess with anything besides moving your characters.
Right. Oh, and I'm also probably going to be ordering my new webcam probably this weekend, actually, so I can finally send those other 2 out to you guys, and we can be ready to go.
Yay! So we'll be doing that mostly, and update for our show right now. Unfortunately, Khalessi will not be returning right away, because Jay will be returning, I think this week he's coming back?
I don't know.
I want to say yes, he's coming back this week.
We miss you, Jay.
We miss you, Jay. So Khalessi will not be returning for God knows who knows. We'll definitely have to plan something out and have you come back onto the show, this time with Aurora.
Yeah. We'll have
who knows?
A special.
Maybe we'll have a girls' night out special or something. You guys can review hot anime guys or something.
Hell, oh my god! Don't give me this power, because I have a list.
Yes. So that's pretty much it. When Jay returns, we will be doing a small special, our first special, explaining him talking about his trip to Japan and all that kind of fun stuff. So you can look forward to that. We will not be having a regular episode probably when that comes out, but it'll be something shorter, but still something fun, since Japan is always probably really fun.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope so, with how long he's there and how much he spent. It better be fun.
He did get hugged by a cute Japanese girl.
Oh, so. Well, then the trip made, honestly.
Yep, exactly. So you can find us on Facebook at Tiger Anime 2.0, as well as Twitter at Tiger Anime 2_0. You can find us on the iTunes as well as the Google Play Store for those of you that don't like iTunes. We're also
Follow it. Subscribe.
Please. Subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your wife, tell your girlfriends, your guy friends, your boyfriends. Tell your dog. I don't care.
It's good asthma for your cat.
Yes. You can also find us on the website Stitcher. Make sure you put Tiger Anime 2.0. If you do not, you're going to find a really, really old version of our old podcast, which was really terrible. But anyway.
I'm gonna go find it and I'm gonna mock you.
Please don't. So, is there anywhere people can find you, Khalessi, if you would like to do that? If you want people to find you.
Yeah. For now, the only thing is, like, I'll give you my Twitter handle, but to be honest, I don't get notifications from people I don't follow. So, if you want to follow me there, where I tweet about anime and video games and general
Your cat, probably.
Good stuff. I mean, I guess eventually I'll notice you if you really want me to, or you can, like, try and send me a DM or something. I think my DMs are open. I don't really remember.
Send her a Notice Me Senpai.
Yeah, honestly, if you probably send me Notice Me Senpais, I'll eventually actually notice it. So, yeah, if you wanna follow me at Twitter, it's at KROMATUSS. So at Chromatus. I have an Asuka icon from HBK Euphonium, so that's how you know it's me.
Yeah. We'll put that down in the description to help you guys out, too, so don't worry about that.
I talk a lot about Final Fantasy and Overwatch and goofy shit that me and Arash and Aurora and everybody do.
Yay.
And then if you want to follow me at Tumblr, I have two. I have a main Tumblr, which is just me reblogging a lot of anime, video game, whatever. I don't really make a lot of... and of course a lot of memes. I don't really make as many personal posts, but it's KYUUBAEE, so that's cube.tumblr.com, and then I do have an art Tumblr. Of course, that's where I've been posting a lot of my progress, so if you scroll further down, it's going to be really bad, but as you get, when you're at the top, it's a little bit better. I am taking commissions, so if you do want to commission, you'd have to message me via there. I don't have an email set up yet for that, so you can send me a message onto that Tumblr, and that's ADAMANTOISSE, so adamantoise.tumblr.com. I should have, like, pictures of, like, Kokoro Hanabusa from Aichu and, like, Prompto from 15 on there. So if you see those are me. But yeah, I do take commissions again. Like, we can talk about details if you want to. I do have, of course, hard rules, but that's stuff that we can talk about if you're interested.
Yay! So once again, thank you for joining us for a show. This is Tiger Anime, always sinking your teeth into everything that is anime and manga. Once again, I am Arash, and my lovely guest is Khalessi.
Yay, me!
Join us next time. Bye!
Peace-oo!
Peace-oo!